do it this way or turn your phone to it that way. I don't know. YouTube be having so much new stuff coming on. I don't know what to say about it, YouTube, man. I really don't. But anyway, y'all. What's up? This Miss Complexity of Complex Intuition, and I ain't feel like doing a daggone thing today. I just didn't. I wasn't into doing anything today, so I've been doing some shadow work. It seems like around this time of the year, I always want to do some shadow work. You know what I'm saying? You got to refresh that every so often. I prefer you do it once a year. You know, because you're always evolving, you're always changing, you're always going into new and exciting things, right? So, people been like, well, why you been MIA? No, I've been doing my shadow work. I've been going within. I've been focusing on myself. I found out so much stuff. So, because I found out so much stuff, I felt that it was time for me to heal. Oh, well, you doing this, you doing too much, and this, that, and the other. Only the people that really, only the people that it affect, or the people that only the people that were hurting me were the ones that was against what I was doing, going in myself, doing what I was doing. Nobody asked me, and said, how are you? What's going on with you? Is everything okay? Nobody asked me that. I just left the situations. I'm good for that. I'm good for getting up and haul ass and leaving situations. I'm good for it. I don't care. So, all right. I started going within. I found out so much information, and I confronted people, and people didn't want to fess up, and I was just like, okay, well, damn, you can't make people fess up. You can't. You can't make someone tell the truth. What you can do, well, mobsters probably can, but what you can do is walk away from the situation, walk away from the subject, walk away from them altogether. And that's what the fuck I did. I just left. Nobody want to tell me the truth. I don't know what that is. Nobody want to tell me the truth. Nobody want to tell me the truth. Nobody want to be real with me. Everybody want to be on a hush hush. And because they being on a hush hush, they decided they want to start doing black magic. They want to do all kinds of evil shit to you to keep your mouth shut. And that's one thing about being that's one thing about being I like this. Okay, I like this better. That's one thing about being a tarot reader, a psychic, or anything like that. You're gonna have fucking haters. There's always gonna be somebody that doesn't want you to succeed. They're like, what are you supposed to do though? Are you supposed to sit there, twiddle your thumb, and be like, okay, well, damn, they don't want me to succeed. What I'm supposed to do about it? No, you keep going. You gotta keep going, because if you stop going, they have won. You feel what I'm saying? They have won, and I'm not the type. I'm not the one for it. I have been through so much, y'all. It would be amazing for y'all to even. I'm still going through shit. I'm still going through shit. And it's real sad because the people that I pulled myself away from, they are very much energy vampires. You feel what I'm saying? And they want me to hang out and be with them, knowing damn well that they do the things that they do, that I'm not with it. You feel me? But because I'm not with it, they try to get everybody else to go against me. Everybody else got to go against me. Everybody else got to be different. Everybody else need to leave me alone too. So, what I do with that, I get my tail up and I move my tail on. I don't need y'all. Who I need? The Most High Creator, who's been backing me through this whole thing. You know why? Because half of them people that was doing ill to me, being bad to me, doing all the stuff that they was doing to me until I woke up and did some shadow work last year and started seeing shit. Well, those people, they going through hell right now. It's called karma, motherfucker. And I ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what you was doing when you was doing it and you wasn't supposed to been doing it, but yet you was still doing it, right? So because you was still doing it, you can't be mad about your consequences that are following behind what you did. Knowing that you was doing wrong in the first damn place. Am I kidding? Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway, I was doing my shadow work, and I thought that it would be a good idea for me to go ahead and, look, bitch, I don't care what you thought. When you decide to get on your own channel and say what you got to say, then that's on you. But don't worry about what the fuck I'm doing over here. Now, I felt that it was good for me to go through these signs and see what you need to focus on when you do your shadow work. Like, what's the main focus for your shadow work? Okay? So, the way I'm going to do this is, I'm going to pluck. I said pluck. The way I'm going to do this is, I'm going to shuffle the cards, right? We're going to start with Aries. I'm going to pull 3 cards. You're going to pick 3 cards. You're going to pick 1 card. And whatever card that you pick, that's the card that you need to focus the most on in your shadow work. Okay? So we're going to ask Spirit, and I'm going to read it off to y'all, okay? All right. All right, Spirit, thank you for being here. I truly appreciate you. You have given me so much more than what I thought I could ever imagine. And I'm thankful. I'm so thankful for you keeping me a hidden secret. As I give others the help that they need with their shadow work help and read, please be sure to protect me from any harm, any evil, any haters, anything that coming my way simply because I'm doing your work. All right? Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let's see. We're starting off with Aries, right? Aries, what is the deal? All right, let's see what Aries got going on. What you should be focusing mainly on in your shadow work, all right? All right, we're not there. Okay, I'm going to shuffle 3 times. Okay. All right. Now, here's the first card, obviously. Here's the second card, obviously. And here's the third card. All right. So, take your pick. Choose what you choose. Let's see what we got. The first card, if you chose the first card, you have to work on being fearful. You are fearful. And then it states that a learned behavior that can be unlearned. Also, a low vibrating feeling that creates limitations for you and future happiness. Meaning that you have a fear to do what it is you need to do. You have a fear of doing what makes you happy. You have a fear that holds you back. And because you have this fear, it is stopping you from advancing into who you truly are and what you're put here to do, your life purpose. Once you overcome your main source, which is the fear, then you'll be just fine. All right? All right. For those of you who chose card 2, Shame. Uh-oh. Some of you guys have shame or deal with shame. Shame is the number one focus of your shadow work. You are not flawed. You are worthy of love and belonging. Forgive yourself for not forgiving yourself enough to self-love. This song, it sounds like Mary J. Blige or something like that. But this is you. Feeling ashamed, feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're not good enough for what it is that spirit has for you. And that's a no-no. You are good enough. But once you get over your shadow work and learning how to eliminate shame of yourself, only then will you be able to grasp what it is that spirit has for you. All right. Number 3, card 3, demanding. Now I know Aries are very demanding. The Aries are like bosses. They like Tauruses. That's why they don't get along. But Aries are very demanding. They put their foot down. It is what they want, how they want it, go their way or no way. They're just like fucking Taurus. Okay? But this is what it says. Demanding. When displayed, you are most likely making the other person feel inferior. Check your anxiety and depression. That's very interesting because I've always wondered if people who were very demanding and forceful and mostly our bosses, supervisors, and things like that, but people who are very demanding, they have inner childhood problems that they have to solve. Okay. Some of them stem from anxiety, and some of them stem from depression, and some of them stem from loss. Okay? And because you have not worked on that, healed from that, that's where you're going to have the problem. Because now you're very demanding, and people are like, I don't want to deal with her. I don't, or they're scared of you. Or they're scared of you. And they do what you say anyway just because they scared of what the consequences. Man, breathe. For real. That's me talking. Aries, really. I ain't scared of no daggone Aries. Not no more. I used to be. I was scared for I was scared for all my life. I was scared of an Aries. But now, Aries, yo. But anyway, Aries, that is your read. Some of you have to overcome fearfulness, shame, and being too damn demanding. All right? All right, moving on to Taurus. I am a Taurus, so this is going to be very interesting. If anybody else down here is a Taurus, then thank you. Let's see what they got for us, Taurus. What is the shadow work that we need to focus the most on? What is the shadow work we need to focus the most on? What we got? 2. One more, please. One more, please, Spirit. Alright, so card 1, card 2, and card 3 of shadow work. Alright, so if you chose card 1, you have codependency issues. And you may want to work on that. Just so you don't know that I feel like I'm lying. Codependency. This is a relationship addiction. You are relying too heavily on the other person for your sense of self-worth. Give yourself more self-love. I'm with it. I am with it. Being codependent, man, if you would have said something to me about me being very codependent last year or the year before that, I would have been like, what the fuck you talk about? You don't know what you talk about. But in all reality, I am one that was codependent. Being that I have sickle cell anemia and stuff, my family will always take care of me, but that stuff has to stop when you get to a certain age, right? I feel that it does. How am I going to be able to be somebody if I'm always dependent on my family, right? So when I did my shadow work the first time, I did do some healing, but I did step away from the family because I thought about that. Like, if I keep depending on these people for everything that I need, how I'm gonna get it myself when they ain't never there? They ain't gonna live forever. They got their own lives to live, all that stuff. I was thinking about a whole bunch of stuff. So I put myself away from a lot of things. I have to learn how to be dependent on self, dependent and trust and believe in the Most High God universe to show me exactly what it is I need to see and do for myself and the people that I care for. You can't be dependent on others. Being in a codependent relationship is toxic. That means someone is in control of another person. Okay? And that's where you have to cut the cord at. No one should be in control of another person. I'm so sorry. Especially if you're over the age of 18 and ain't nothing wrong with you. Alright? So, if you chose Power 2 or card 2, you have addictions. Some of you need to work on your addictions. Taurus, I don't know what your addictions are. Could be sex, could be money, could be weed, could be spending, could be shopping, uh could be anything. Playing video games too much, I don't know. Eating too much, I don't know. But whatever your addiction is and you overdoing it, overindulging and doing too much of, well, it's something you need to work on, something you need to focus on doing your shadow work, okay? So it states that addictions, think about the emotions you are trying to cover up. Deal with those emotions, process, heal, and release them. So, at the Taurus, I'm going to tell y'all my story. um, I had an addiction. I sure did. I had an addiction. My addiction was weed and sunflower seeds. Those were my two major addictions. Weed and sunflower seeds. Now, it has been in 4.5 months, 4.5, 5 months since I've had some weed. It has been in a while since I've had sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are not good for me. If I eat sunflower, I used to eat sunflower seeds ever since I was a little girl. And when I was a little girl, I used to eat to the sunflower seeds to the point that my tongue would swell the hell up. So that was one of my addictions. I was totally addicted. So if you chose part 2, you have addictions that you need to overcome. And that is something that you should practice on in your shadow work. All right? All right, moving on. If you chose card 3, you have suspiciousness. Suspiciousness. Always thinking that somebody doing something behind your back. Sneaky. All you gotta do is ask them. But then again, just like in the beginning of the story, I told you, you can't ask them. They're not going to tell you the truth anyway. Well, when you find the truth, if you can't get the truth out of the people, then you walk away. You move away from this. You get away from it. All right, so suspiciousness is a quality of distrust and disbelief. Give yourself reasons why you feel like this. Okay, so suspiciousness. I have a very that I chose part 3 as a Taurus, okay? I haven't gotten there yet. Suspiciousness is something I trust no one. It's what it is. I don't trust anybody for anything at all anymore. After you find that your family and your friends that you trusted and you love and you did nothing but good to or gave love to or only was genuine to are the main ones that are stabbing you in your back, then that's exactly where yeah, you start not trusting nobody. And that's what I did. I don't trust nobody. It's something that I have to work on. But see, like I told y'all, I'm in the middle of shadow work as well. So, moving on from Taurus, we're going to head over to Gemini, my moon sign. Let's find out what's going on with Gemini. What does Gemini need to work on during their shadow work that is very much important? Woo! So you can ascend to the next level in your spiritual journey. Spirit, let's see what we got. All right. Nothing's supposed to come out, supposed to pull, but okay. I wanted to shuffle them good enough. All right, Gemini. You have card 1. You have card 2. You have card 3. Whoop. All right, Gemini. Let's see what we got here. If you chose card 1, it's resisting change. That's a Taurus trait. But I guess some of you Geminis need to learn how to accept change. All right, so resisting change. Ask yourself why you are not wanting to change. Look at the positive side to the change. But don't forget to look at the negative side too, because looking at the negative side, if the negative weighs out the positive side, that might be a reason why you want to change. Don't want to change. But it is respectful to change. Reason why you should change, the reason why you should change is because if you don't change, you haven't learned from the situation that you're in. If you don't change, you haven't given yourself the green light to move forward to the next chapter in your life. Okay? We're not supposed to be... I got a letter today from one of my platforms that said that what was so important about changing and finding your life purpose and doing something in life. And that kind of shocked me because I figured that everybody has something. They're here for a reason. You feel what I'm saying? And one of those reasons is not just to sit around twiddling your thumbs and thinking that the world and things is going to change and things are going to come to you out of thin air. It just don't happen that way. So sorry. But everybody has a gift. Everybody has to grow into those gifts. You have to go through, you can't just, here it is, from Drumline. You have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right? So, if you stay stuck in a situation repeatedly, and usually these are karmic situations, because if you're in a situation and you haven't grown, or you can't get out of the situation, it's still repeated, it's a karmic cycle situation. You have to be the one to put your foot down and say you're not going to do this anymore. You have to be the one to stop resisting the change. You have to be the one. The only way you're going to get out of that is if you have learned your lesson and you are ready to move forward to the next chapter in your journey. Period. If you chose card 2, you have superficial. I know plenty of Geminis that are all about their money. They live for the world. And it's just like, come on, man. A lot of people are into money, superficial things that don't serve them any good later on down the line. It's basically, I believe superficial things are things that people have to show off other people. Show off to other people to help them seem like they're important. Bullshit. So, you care too much about what other people think. Yeah, outward appearances. Start with inner work, your value, your self-esteem, your personality. Personality. That's the boys. I used to like the boys. The boys was good. But yeah, I know a lot of, like I said, I know a lot of Geminis. And a lot of Geminis that I know are very smart. They're very outgoing. They're very lovable. Okay, which means you get to love them, but they are damn sure materialistic, two-faced, and live by superficial means just to see what other people gotta be in the mix for what other people say. Never there for who they truly are. Never expressing who they truly are. Never accepting who they truly are. So that's that. Moving on, if you chose card 3, emotionally overreacting. Oh, goodness. This is what you need to focus on. If you chose card 3, Gemini, emotionally overreacting, let me tell you, the Gemini that I know definitely overreact emotionally. Period, point blank. Every last one of them damn Geminis that I know overreact emotionally. And I mean, it's just, you would think that it is a part of their fucking story, like daily routine, but they overreact on everything. Like, okay, one of the Gemini I know, he couldn't beat the video games and he would cry a lot. Okay, just overreacted. And then you got another Gemini that I know that he would get mad if somebody talked to his girl, but he wouldn't get mad at the girl, wouldn't get mad at the person that was trying to talk to the girl. He'd get mad at the girl and beat the girl up. Overreacting. Such and such talk to me. Can you please get him off my shoulder? Why the fuck he talking to you? You know, that is overreacting plus insecurity. Some stuff Power 3 need to work on. All right, Gemini, so that's it for y'all. I'm going to go ahead and move over to Cancer. I think it is Cancer's, right? Yep. Cancer. Let's see what's killing Cancer's boat for healing their shadow work. Cancer. It's your turn. Let's see about Cancer. I don't deal with too many Cancers. Really, I don't. They're very emotional. All right, so let's see here what we got. I wanted to shuffle the cards a little better. All right, Cancer. Card 1, card 2, and card 3. All right, Cancer, let's see what we got going on for you. If you chose card 1, your main focus is being uncompromising. Being uncompromising, Cancer. You cannot control every daggone thing. Think about being fair and working in harmony with another person. You cannot control every damn thing, just like I just said. Cancer didn't control everything. Nope, sorry, you cannot control everything. People don't want to deal with you if you don't compromise, give a little, take a little, you know what I'm saying? But that is what you need to focus on, thinking about being fair, equal give, equal take. All right? If you chose card 2, being resentful. Resentful, thinking loving thoughts for the person or yourself that you resent. It's restricting your emotional happiness, which I find to be the truth. Because if you sitting here hating, resenting, you're not able to move forward. That's where that forgiveness comes in. You have to, all right, fuck it. I got to get over this some way because nothing's working right for me. Let me tell y'all the story. There's a Cancer that I know can't stand me. What? Cannot stand me. Been working so many years to make sure that I never get to where I need to be. Hate me so much. What the fuck I got to do with it? If you're going to live your life, you'll be all right. But you're too busy worried about my life. And so, therefore, while you're worried about my life, your life is falling apart. You may think it's getting better, but the more and more that you sit here and try to bombard my life, the more and more problems you end up having. Mm-mm-mm. That's why she's never happy. I got married. She was upset about that. I don't understand why people cannot stand to see other people happy. And that's where you get that resentment from. If you don't like somebody, steer clear from them. You do not have to talk to them. You do not have to be around them. You do not have to peer into their life. You ain't got to do shit. Just walk a fuck away from them. If you resent somebody, if you don't like the fact that somebody is there, I don't give a damn if it's family or not. I'm gonna tell you that. Because a lot of people believe that because it's family, you have to. You don't have to do shit. Blood is thicker than water, blah, blah, blah. Blood be the first motherfuckers that be in the downtown basement trying to conjure up some spell work so you don't get ahead in life. That's blood. Blood to do that shit. Anyway, moving on. I got my feelings to start coming in. Let me go ahead. Get these feelings out. Thank you. All right, number 3. Being unworthy. Oh, that's a good one. Think deeply and ask yourself why you are not worthy of the situation or yourself. So, that's something that you need to work on if you chose Power 3. Feeling as if you're unworthy. Why would you feel that you're unworthy? I want to say thank you to the people that took my course when we did the 5-day Empower You challenge. I truly appreciate y'all. But here's my thing here. When you feel unworthy, it usually stems from some stuff that you haven't healed from in your past life. Don't worry, I've been there. Everybody felt unworthy at one point in time in their life. But you're not ever supposed to stay stuck there. You're supposed to move forward, right? So, that is what you're going to have to work on when you start your shadow work. That is your main focus, okay? Being unworthy and finding your self-worth. Next time, sign up for my next course, which will be in 2 months. Sign up for my next course, and we'll help you get out of that situation. All right? But until then, do your own shadow work. It'll help you out. All right, so moving on to Leo and finding out what they need to focus on during their shadow work journey. I like these little cards. I want to say thank you to the lady whose cards these is. I don't know what her name is, but I'm going to put the description and link below. I want to say thank you to her. And here's a little note she gave us. May this oracle deck awaken you to greater authenticity by working through any hidden shadows of your personality. I like this. I like this. And it came in a nice little, pretty little wrap with pink flower petals and crystals. I like that. That was cute. Alright, so we're not doing it that way. What we're doing here is choosing. So I'm just shuffling the cards real quick for you, Leo. Your shadow work, things that you need to focus on to move forward in your life purpose. Card 1. Card 2. Card 3. Alright, so if you chose card 1, your main focus would be being patient, having patience. You have to focus on your impatientness. Look for patterns of your impatientness. Notice the negative physical symptoms it causes you. Take deep breaths and slow down. So, being impatient, okay? Being impatient is like being angry. I'm going to take it back to that Ghostbusters movie, part 2, I think it was, when they was getting angry and that bubble, that stuff was got bubbling in it. Every time you got angry, it bubbled. And then the bigger and bigger and bigger it got. Well, when you're impatient, you are hindering yourself. You're hindering yourself. You're hindering your body. When you're angry, you're hindering your body, and you're bringing yourself to low vibrations, low evolving energies. And when you're in low evolving energies, when you're down there, anything can happen to you, and it won't be anything positive. It would always be something negative, never something positive. Only something negative. Anything can come in and attack you when you're in a low vibration state or when you're angry. That's why when people are angry, they tend to get violent. Okay, and that's what you want to stop. You don't want to head that way. So you have to work on your impatientness. Okay, moving on. If you chose card 2, looks like you have to deal with being emotionally detached. Being emotionally detached. Are you protecting yourself from unwanted drama or stress? Feel positive emotions within yourself. To feel emotions is to feel freely. So when you learn to detach, what the fuck is that? When you learn to detach emotionally, you'll be able to see a lot of things changing. A lot of things change. Um, a lot of things change. I'm not a Leo, but I do have a story. I used to be very emotional. Well, not really very emotionally attached, but I know somebody that was very emotionally attached to me. Okay? This person had to go and get therapy, and it was because they were too attached. They were codependent, so they were too attached to me, and they couldn't break free. You have to get a hold of your emotions. You have to be able to not put your emotions first. I don't have your head over heart decisions, but keep your keep yourself at a distance. When it comes to your emotions, okay? The reason why I say that is because using your emotions can screw up a situation or keep you in a situation where you need to been gone a long time ago. So being emotionally detached and using your mind, your head over heart decisions will be very helpful for you, Leo. All right, Leo. So if you chose card 3, we have demanding. You guys demanding too? Yes, Leos are demanding. Look, you ain't finna do this to me. You ain't finna do this to me. Oh, you ain't gonna do this. Oh, you ain't. I need you to do this. Oh, you gonna do this. Yeah, Leo's definitely demanding. Focusing on when you are displaying, you're most likely making another person feel inferior. You know what? All the Leos I know are big people. I'm saying big. Everybody bigger than me. I'm only 5 feet and 115 pounds. But all the Leos I know are big people. I would say fat, but I can't say fat because that's not what they are. They are just big people. And other people can be very intimidated by them. They have those deep voices that yell a lot, and because they're big, people possibly feel intimidated by them. But they have to understand, I ain't intimidated by none of y'all. I ain't. But being demanding and stuff like that, that can help somebody want to run away from you. They really don't want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? And then you wonder why people don't want to cooperate with you or do this or do that or any of that. Or why you lose friends quickly or why nobody don't do this because you're demanding. You have to let somebody else feel like they're somebody else. You can't just take over and run shit. You can't run people. You can't bully people. I bet you know what? I don't know for facts. Don't quote me on this. But I bet you, all right, I don't want to bet. But I think that Suge Knight was a Leo. Suge Knight had to be a Leo with his bad behind self. He was always bullying people. But yeah, that's what you need to work on. Demanding. Learning how to accept others' thoughts and feelings as well and stop forcing yourself upon others. Okay, Leo? All right, Leo, moving on. Who we got next? Ooh, Virgo. All right, Leo, moving on to Virgo. Virgo, what's going on with you? Only reason why I said is because I have not a good thing with Virgo. None of them. I have so many Virgos that do not like me. Hey, to each their own. I don't care. Alright, Virgo, let's find out what it is that you need to work on in your shadow work. You don't make no... Let's see what it is you need to work on in your shadow work. Virgo, card 1. Virgo, card 2. Virgo, card 3. Alright, Virgo, let's see what your deal is. Needing to work on your compulsive behavior. Needing to work on your compulsive behavior if you chose card 1. Now, the reason why I laugh is because I know Virgo, like I just said. And some of them that I know are very compulsive. All right, so identifying your internal feelings, that part. What are you looking to control or feel for the moment? That part. I was married to a Virgo for 8 years. Very compulsive behavior did he have. But hey, he never wanted to accept his feelings. The only feeling that in my eyeballs, what I saw, I don't know, because he was a different person to everybody else. The only feelings that he accepted when I was around was anger. Anger or being totally 100% fucked up. Wasn't no other one in between. The man was never happy, even though he has the beautifulest smile, the cutest laugh, but he was never happy. He hated everything and everybody and everything around him. And the ones that was around him, they could talk him into anything. He just do shit to do shit. Do shit just to, I don't know. Anyway, working on your compulsive behavior. That's what you got. If you chose part 1. Now part 2. Jealousy is an ultimate. Jealousy. Your past wounds need healing. Work on your self-love. You are far greater than you know. Yes. See, and that's what's messed up. Because the Virgo that I knew or know, they are very jealous. Like, there's one Virgo, okay, Virgo be jealous of me for being happy, having what I got, not having to work as hard as they do. You know, they just was jealous. I don't know why. But I always saw the goodness in them. I saw them for who they truly were. Like, well, not who they truly were, but who they truly should have been, you know, if they was stepping in their North Node. Because the way that I seen my husband, I saw him as a teacher, a great healer. The way that I saw my friend, I saw her as a great healer, a teacher. In a sense, I always looked up to her. She was like the shit to me. I always looked up to her. Wished I could have been like her. But never tried to be like her. You feel what I'm saying? Never tried to be like her. I always loved her. She was like the shit to me. She was the shit to me, but she didn't like me. It is what it is. Working on your jealousy, though, Virgo. That's what you need to do. All right, so moving on. If you chose pile 3 or card 3, you have impatience. That is what you need to focus on. Your impatientness. Look for patterns in your impatientness. Notice the negative physical symptoms it causes you. Take deep breaths and slow down. Every last one of them Virgos that I knew who were impatient, they got angry. They did their anger thing. But when they were impatient, fights broke out. They get the hitting and getting violent. But you don't want that feeling. Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be unconfused? Nothing happens quickly except trouble. Okay? But if you're sitting down and you're patient and you're waiting on it, gotta give you more. Gotta give you more than what you thought you was getting when you was waiting patiently. You feel what I'm saying? Alright, so that is your shadow work focus, basically. And so what we're going to do here is move on over to, I believe it is Libra, right? Yeah, Libra. Y'all see me looking on my board. I haven't been live on this. This is my very first live on YouTube since they changed the regulations. So I'll be coming on live a little bit more to express my feelings and whatever not. Even though I know a couple of people are trying to make sure that I do not get big, no one gets to see my lives or no one's pays attention to my what you call it. You want me to call out these people? There's a Libra, there's a Virgo, and there is a Gemini. There is definitely a Cancer or two, an Aquarius, a Capricorn, and a Scorpio. Notice when people do bad things or not, it's not for the greater good. Notice this. They never work alone. They always have to have everybody else around them to work with them to bring somebody else down or to take care of whatever it is they need to take care of. Why is that? I know why that is. This card says it's because of greed. Ah, exactly. But I know why it is. Because they need validation for themselves, okay? They have to have a crew in order to feel validated. But that one person that they trying to take down and do all kinds of crap to, just to make sure they never come back up, and just to make sure that one person takes 3, 4, or more of them to try to hurt. And that person ain't stun you. And the more and more that you try to hurt them, the more and more they grow, right? Maybe not here. But baby, you wait. You gonna wish you would have sat your ass down. So, alright, moving on, Libra. Let's find out what's going on with y'all. What shadow work y'all need to work on. Alright. Card 1. Card 2. And card 3 for Libra. Let's find out. Libra. Compulsive behaviors. Yes. I don't think I know too many Libras. I think I know, the Libras are my mother-in-laws. I call them mother-in-laws, but they're my kids' grandmothers. Compulsive behaviors. Identifying your internal feelings. What are you looking to control or feel at this moment? This is like Virgo. Leo. Getting a handle on your behavior. Stop being compulsive, doing things at the spur of the moment, just jumping up and doing stuff. Getting a hold of your actions. I don't know, something just said bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. I don't know. I guess I just channel, I wanted to trance. Sorry, y'all. Huh. Okay. Compulsive behavior. I'm sorry about that. Ooh, I hate when they do that. When they come in out of nowhere. We're gonna move on to part 2, cause I don't wanna fuck with that right now. Impatient, looking for patterns of your impatientness. Noticing just like what I was saying before. Noticing the negative physical symptoms it causes you. Take deep breaths and calm down, okay? Impatientness. If you are impatient, again, nothing will transform but trouble. When you are impatient, you want it now. Maybe there is a reason why you're waiting. Maybe there was a bug in that daggone cheeseburger that you wanted ASAP right now, but you couldn't wait in line to get. So now you got the cheeseburger that got the bug in it because you was too impatient to wait your turn. If you feel what I'm saying. Do you feel what I'm saying? If you chose card 3, interesting. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with darkness of other people. Carl Jung. This is very interesting. Because once you are able to know your darkness, and when somebody else come at it, that's why when I did my shadow work, I told y'all, this is my second shadow work doing. The first shadow work I did was more like a wide awakening on the motherfuckers that was around me. I had to walk away from all of them. And all of them was family, because I ain't never had no friends. My family made sure of that. You feel what I'm saying? But knowing who you are, when you start communicating with other people, you can tell that they're not in tune with who they truly are yet. You can talk to other people and see that they still live in a matrix, and they ain't ready yet. And if they're not on your level, that's when you have to say, this is right. Alright, guys. I'm going to close out and come back and do the next 6 readings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next 5 readings. I'm going to close out and come back as I need to cleanse. I need to get some energy off of me. And I don't know why it stopped at Libra, but I need to get this energy off of me. And I'm going to come right back and I will do the second part, okay? So, with that being said, Libra, that is your reading. If you chose Power 1, know your darkness, getting to know your shadow self, healing from your shadow self. If you chose Power 2, understanding why you are impatient and learning how to take care of those feelings. And for Power 1, who is very compulsive behavior, understanding what you're feeling at that time, and as well controlling your impulses. All right, so I will be back, guys, and I will see you in part 2. If you are looking for part, link in the description below. All right, as always, each one teach one, remain true to you. Deuces.